Now it is an honor to welcome the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, joining us live.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Today we mark 1,000 days since Russia unleashed its brutal invasion of Ukraine. 1,000 days of terror, suffering and unimaginable loss. 1,000 days of courage, resilience and unbreakable spirit. For 1,000 days the people of Ukraine and you, President Zelenskyy, have shown the world what true bravery looks like. You have stood up, refusing to break. Your people are an inspiration to all who value freedom around the world. And for 1,000 days, this European Parliament has stood shoulder to shoulder with the people of Ukraine and their representatives in the Verkhovna Rada, united and unwavering. And we will continue to stand with Ukraine today, tomorrow and every day for as long as it takes. This is an assault not only on Ukraine but on the rules-based order, an assault on our values and on our way of life. Peace, democracy and freedom, this is what is at stake here. And we know the sacrifice the Ukrainian people are enduring, not just for themselves, but for all of us. I will forever be proud that this Parliament has led the charge in supporting Ukraine with political, financial, humanitarian and military assistance, and we will always stand for peace, a real peace based on justice, dignity, and the principle of nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine. This is why we have imposed tough sanctions on Russia, and we call to go even further to hit Russia's war machine. This is why we were the first to call for Ukraine's rightful place inside our European Union. And this is why we were there on the ground in Kiev just a couple of weeks after the invasion began. Today, we send a clear, simple message. We stand with Ukraine until freedom, until real peace. For as long as it takes, Slava Ukraini. Now I give to you, dear President, dear Volodymyr, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, dear Roberta, Madam President, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, our friends of Ukraine. I thank you for supporting Ukraine. Thank you, Roberta, for calling this extraordinary session of the European Parliament to mark 1,000 days of full-scale war. Thank you for ensuring that not a single one of the 1,000 days of this terrible war became a day of betrayal of our shared European values. We've proven that these values are not just words, not something abstract. European values and the European way of life, when transformed into action, protect the lives of real people. Thank you so much. Together, Ukraine, all of Europe and our partners in America and around the world, we have succeeded not only in preventing Putin from taking Ukraine, but also in defending the freedom of all European nations. Even with North Korea's Kim Jong-un, but by his side, Putin remains smaller than the united strength of Europe. I urge you not to forget this, and do not forget how much Europe is capable of achieving. And if we could stop Europe's way of life from falling, then we can surely push Russia towards a just peace. Peace is what we desire most. 2 years ago, we proposed the peace formula, and I'm grateful to all of Europe and every partner who has supported it. And you in the European Parliament were among the first to support the peace formula. And the only one who opposes it, it's the one who started this war. It's Russia. And we must push Russia toward just peace. Every blow and every threat from Russia must be met with firm sanctions. For 1,000 days, it has been crucial to radically reduce Russia's ability to fund its war through oil sales. Oil is the lifeblood of Putin's regime, and the shadow fleet of tankers is what keeps it alive. As long as these tankers operate, Putin continues to kill. Strong sanctions are essential. I thank each of you, thank you, Roberta, again, and thank each of you who supports our people, our resilience, our ability to restore safety even after the most devastating mass attacks by Russia. Together we have accomplished much, but we must not fear doing even more. Now, Putin has brought 11,000 North Korean troops to Ukraine's borders. This contingent may grow to 100,000. While some European leaders think about, some elections or something like this at Ukraine's expense, Putin is focused on winning this war. He will not stop on his own. The more time he has, the worse the conditions become. Every today is the best moment to push Russia harder, and it's clear without certain key factors, Russia will lack real motivation to engage in meaningful negotiations. Without fires in its ammunition depots on Russian territory, without disrupted military logistics, without destroyed Russian air bases, without its lost capabilities to produce missiles and drones, and without its assets being confiscated. You know very well that Putin does not value people or rules. He values only money and power. These are the things we must take away from him to restore peace. If anyone in Europe thinks they can sell Moscow, Ukraine, or any other country like the Baltic states or the Balkans, Georgia, Moldova, and gain something in return, let them remember this simple truth. No one can enjoy calm waters amid a storm. And we must do everything to end this war fairly and justly, as you said, Roberta. And of course, together. 1,000 days of war is a tremendous challenge. Ukraine deserves to make the next year the year of peace. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Thank you for your resolutions, your decisions, your principles, your visits to Ukraine during the war, during first year of the war, especially first year when it was so difficult. And thanks, and your faith in Ukraine. Thank you very much. Slava Ukraini!